Hello and welcome to the news on Canal International. We're coming your way from our broadcast hub in central Douala. For starters, here are the headlines with Stephanie Chin.
Lists of political parties and their candidates initially registered for the Senate elections scheduled for 12 March this year. While the SDF is only running in the Northwest region, others, such as the UPC, are completely absent. Two young men posing as second-hand clothes sellers were caught red-handed in Douala in possession of human body parts. Suspected traffickers gnashed their teeth behind bars. Meanwhile, taxi drivers across the country are pleading with the government to raise the cost of taxi fares in the wake of fuel price hikes. Their umbrella union has petitioned the Prime Minister to do just that. The 6:15 news in a split second with our presenter, Tariq Divine Ramsey Jr.
Thanks once again and sincerely so for the privilege of your company. Now let's start out with one of our lead stories because as you heard out there, out of the 32 candidate lists submitted by 13 political parties for the March 12 Senate elections, 22 have been retained, 10 rejected. Aspiring parties, including the likes of the UPC, are nowhere to be found, while those of the caliber of the SDF will only vie for seats in the Northwest region. Now, Chia Hyacinth sat through a press conference at Ilecam headquarters in Yaoundé earlier today and now reports.
On en a marre. Nous ne pouvons pas continuer à vivre ça.
Furious and frustrated, these UPC militants decries the reigning disorder and power tussle within the ranks of the longest party that has caused the rejection of all their lists for the March 12 senatorial elections.
Ne peut pas avoir 4 secrétaires généraux.
Other political parties equally disqualified from the race are JDC and the UCDI that were all vying to grab seats at the central region. In total, 32 lists deposited at Elections Cameroon, and after scrutiny by the Electoral Board members, 10 have been thrown out of the race. The National Union for Democracy and Progress is the highest bidder among the opposition parties, with their list approved in 4 regions: the East, Adamawa, North and the Far North.
Today, NUDP is a growing party, a party who has a future with him, and we expect that we will win in these 4 regions.
The only list for the Social Democratic Front is that of the Northwest region, where they will be battling with the CPDM. And aware of the difficulties to win, SDF militants say their participation alone counts.
You don't go in for competitions because you must win. It's a Republican duty to participate in elections, and that's why we're in the elections.
The Cameroon's People Democratic Movement, campaigning in all the 10 regions of the country, will be the lone party in the South and the Southwest regions. It is worth noting that rejected candidates can file in their appeal to the Constitutional Council within 24 hours, as stipulated by Section 130, Sub 6 of the Electoral Code. And the final list will be published at least 15 days before the elections.
And now, ever since the government enacted the hikes in the cost of petroleum products across the country, transporters have been agitating for an increase in fares. And after waiting, well, this far, without any official reaction from the government, they have written to the Prime Minister of the Republic asking for a 20% increase in tariffs. Gladys Sambo has been sampling opinion in Douala.
Ismail is a taxi driver in Douala, Cameroon. He had been expecting an announced increase in taxi fare from the moment prices of fuel officially increased. Just like other drivers, they have difficulties making ends meet with the current fuel price hikes. We have been expecting a reaction from our trade unions. Coping with the former price of 630 francs CFA per litre was not easy. What more of 100 francs increase per litre of fuel? If transportation cost moves to 300 francs CFA during the day and 400 francs CFA at night, then it would be advantageous for us.
Je vois que peut-être ça va être un peu avantageux pour nous. Suite à ce que nous on vit chaque jour en route.
From experience, 300 francs CFA will still not be of help. In the past, to have a daily revenue of 11,000 francs or 12,000 francs CFA, we need to consume fuel for at least 5,000 francs CFA. It is not same today. 100 francs increment per litre is enormous. 350 francs CFA for taxi fare would be better. I would prefer taxi fare to be maintained at 250 francs CFA, but for fuel prices to rather drop. As many people are dependent upon taxis as a means of transportation, it is glaring it would affect other activities. The cost of living is high. I sell food and I hire a taxi to transport the food from my house to my food stand. I will certainly increase the cost per plate. The transport trade union leaders who have proposed the new tariffs, 300 CFA francs from 250 francs CFA in the day and 400 francs CFA from 300 CFA francs in the night, have submitted the documents at the Prime Ministry.
Now, up until February the 6th, they had been parading the streets of Cameroon's commercial hub, Douala, as vendors of second-hand clothing items. But from all indications, the used clothes they claimed to be selling were a cover, because as we speak, the two men I'm referring to are currently gnashing their teeth behind bars in police custody over allegations of human body parts trafficking. D. Maureen went out to find out for us.
These are the two suspects caught in the possession of human parts on February 6 in Douala by elements of the Mobile Intervention Brigade. They are alleged to have hidden the human bones in bags of maize and gari to facilitate its transportation. The suspected traffickers planned to sell off the human parts in Douala. Unfortunately, they were intercepted by security officers.
Got vital information from one of our informants who reported to us on time that there was a transaction that had to take place between Babisin, Kumban and Douala that had to do with the transportation of human parts. So as a result of that, we reported the issue to our regional hierarchy, who gave us firm instructions on how to carry out the operation. So immediately we took on the field, and by 5 p.m. this morning, we had to arrest two suspects.
Their hideout at Valle Besenge was equally raided.
From our summary exploitation, they confessed to us and told us all about the transaction. And they had to come and sell it here in Douala at the sum of about 10 million. So the suspect the investigation is going on, and we are going to forward the file to the judicial police.
Investigations have been opened to track down more accomplices.
Now engage a back pedal and lead you to the Noubel neighborhood still in Douala, where a family has been grieving since Friday after losing 2 children. We learned that the kids died almost instantaneously after consuming a bowl of rice and a bottle of juice. Sherifa Saleh reports.
It was a Black Friday for this family that lost 2 of their children from alleged poisoned food. It happened after a mother, her cousin, and her 2 children shared a bowl of rice and a bottle of drink brought to them by a family friend. Talking to Canal team of reporters, the father recounts what happened on that fateful day. Several hours after consuming the food, it was at about 10 p.m. when the mother's cousin left that the mother and her 2 children complained of pains at the point of throwing out. They were rushed to the hospital, but on arrival, the 5-year-old Merveille had already died, and on receiving treatment, the 12-year-old gave up the ghost. The mother of the children survived as she responded to treatment. Autopsy has revealed that the food they consumed was poisonous. Suspects are held on detention as investigations have been opened. Mbo Gertrude Clara, 12 years old, and Guam Andrena Merveille, 5 years old, want to be part of this family again, leaving behind parents and 2 elder sisters to mourn them. Friday, February 3, 2023 will forever remain engraved in the memories of this family.
Now on to something sweeter now, because this year's edition of the National Youth Day is barely 4 days away, and on school campuses countrywide, activities are progressively bubbling towards a climax. Our Yaoundé-based reporter Beatrice Ngamo now leads us onto the campus of a primary school situated at Etudi, where she says there are glimpses of beautiful colors and pictures for the kids.
The school brass band announces their presence, leading the pupils in the march past rehearsal along the streets of Etudi, a neighborhood under Yaoundé 1. Doing so this day in their sports outfits, 3 main colors, sky blue, yellow, and red, blend with white. Voices loud and clear as they chant popular school songs. Many holding hands together as they try to maintain their lines, others swinging as it is to be done. What is striking is the excitement and joy of enjoying their youthfulness.
Have to come out to showcase their know-how, their civic duty to the state. Walk around the streets of Etudi to tell the Cameroonian population that we too, we are among the youth, and that we are preparing to celebrate the 57th Youth Day very well.
Like March Past, are cultural activities, roundtable discussions, and educative talks on the theme of this 57th edition.
Their behavior, their character in school should be reflected in the society, and entrepreneurial skills, that is using their hands to do something productive for themselves and for the state.
The theme for this year's celebration comes Saturday, February 11, is youth's moral, civic, entrepreneurial rearmament, a guarantee for discipline in building a united and prosperous Cameroon.
And as the countdown continues narrowing towards this year's edition of the National Youth Day come February 11, we shine the light tonight on the digital economy sector and its potential in curbing unemployment across Cameroon. Beatrice Ngamo once again.
Seen today as a sure venture, a strong youth-driven passion, digital education and training is important to remain economically relevant in the future. Technology startups sprout up with programs and projects, especially by university graduates encouraged by Higher Education Ministry, as that of small and medium-sized enterprises. Social economy and handicraft also been providing financial support to boost businesses and project plans by the youths. Embracing technology startup as unemployment bailout, pathway to self-employment. Ministries of Post and Telecommunications and that of Youth Affairs and Civic Education have their feet firm to push those with slightest interest with proper direction on how to go about that. Today, many young Cameroonians have dared and are reaping the fruits of their labor.
Nowadays in Cameroon, we have many youth who use internet to have jobs. We have seen that there are many community managers now. There are many youths who are specialized in e-reputation, in digital communication, and also in digital marketing.
With the new information and communication technology, things are really evolving fast. Digital technology exposes and creates opportunities in the digital world via mentorship and training to help the youth develop affordable digital innovation, seek partnership to demonstrate acquired soft skills. To lure others, those who have excelled today, models are receiving compensation with awards as eye-openers.
The youths are very much in our target population, giving them tools to make themselves better citizens.
Despite the efforts, low use of digital technology system is the other, owing to the widespread of ignorance and lack of basic infrastructural resources, lack of affordable internet, computers, and irregular electricity supply, just to name these.
Important to sensitize those young Cameroonians to tell them that a part of watching videos, films, and music on the internet, we can also have the ability to train yourself to get some competencies. So it is a huge opportunity for young Cameroonians to have a good job by using internet.
Cameroon has a large youth population. Unemployment rate as of 2021 stands at 6.6%. A daunting task to those in power, especially as the bulk of these youths cannot find space into the public service.
Now let's stay a while on the digital economy domain because it is one of the fastest growing sectors of the economy in the southwest region of Cameroon, with the Silicon Mountain frequently earning a reference spot for Cameroon on the world map. Ines Ondo-Ambala went out to talk to one of the lead actors of that place. She will now share her profile with us.
Alice Day is a software engineer and a designer with a 4 years experience in building mobile and web applications. Based in Boya in the southwest region, Alice Day is a holder of a diploma in computer and software engineering obtained in 2002 at the University of Boya with a 3.35 GPA.
I'm called Alice Day. I am a co-founder and software engineer at Nkwa. So, have you ever seen this box before?
Alice Day is the co-founder of MyQua, a mobile application which helps people to save money in a disciplined manner towards achieving their goals.
And at MyQua, we are introducing an aspect of discipline. Discipline in the sense that this box, for instance, is good, but there is no discipline to it. So you could just get up one day, break the box and take the money, and no one would ever do something. But we have what we call a break plan percentage.
In March 2022, she participated in the implementation of the CryptSAO, a cryptocurrency application which enables users to buy, sell, send, and receive cryptocurrencies. Alice has equally worked on the development of the Zoop Oop mobile application, a free platform that expands access to the low-cost creative learning and collaboration opportunities globally to children in underserved communities. Alice Nde is today a role model of digital economy integration to the youth.
More news coming your way at 1950 with Alain Ghislain Kanga. But up next and right after me, Lil Pidgeot and her panelists will be debating another interesting topic. Stay safe until we come around tomorrow. Bye-bye.